Hello, and welcome to this transformative deep sleep hypnosis session brought to you by the Mindful Mindset. I'm Shawn Stephenson, and I'm truly honored and grateful to be your guide on this journey of relaxation and inner tranquility, leading you into a peaceful and rejuvenating night's sleep. And before we begin, please take a moment to ensure that you are in a safe and comfortable environment, free from distractions, where you can fully immerse yourself in this hypnotic experience. Take this time to set any alarms you may need in the waking world. Silence your phone and begin to get comfortable. Hypnosis is a state of focused relaxation where your subconscious mind becomes more receptive to positive suggestions. It's important to note that hypnosis is not a form of mind control. You are always in control of your thoughts, actions, and decisions throughout this session. If at any point you feel uncomfortable or wish to stop, you can simply do so by opening your eyes and taking a deep breath. This session is designed to help you achieve deep relaxation and better sleep. The suggestions provided to you in this hypnotic session are intended to support your well-being and promote a restful night's sleep. Never listen to this recording while driving, operating heavy machinery, or engaging in any activity that requires your full attention. This session is meant to be enjoyed in a safe and quiet environment where you can fully engage with the process. Let's begin by taking some nice, deep, comfortable breaths in through your nose and hold each one for a mental count of 3. And then just breathe the air out very slowly from the mouth. And as you breathe in, imagine breathing in calmness and relaxation. And as you breathe out, breathe away any tensions or stress that you may be experiencing, and just feel the physical body begin to relax, beginning to feel comfortable. And I want you to mentally project yourself outside to a beautiful place in nature, your perfect place. And it's a beautiful, warm, sunny day, and you feel at peace and one with the universe. Imagine the warmth of the sun as it shines down over your entire body, and you are here, relaxing, allowing your mind to lazily drift, to wander wherever it wants. Imagine the sounds of nature that accompany any impressions that you have. Perhaps it's the sound of waves crashing on the beach, or maybe the rustling of the grass in the wind, or possibly a gentle flowing stream. Depending on wherever you are, you can enjoy these feelings of comfort and peace as you allow yourself to comfortably rest and just quiet your mind. You are looking up at a beautiful blue sky. It is that perfect shade of blue that you enjoy so much. And bring into your imaginings a soft, fluffy, white cloud, and it's coming your way, drifting ever so slowly, drifting slowly down from the sky like a giant cotton ball. It appears to be coming to you, to take you on a wonderful journey, a journey into the realms of your wonderful subconscious mind. The cloud wraps itself around your body, enfolding you like an infant in its mother's arms, safe and secure, warm and comfortable. It's such a soft, fluffy cloud, and as you snuggle yourself down and relax even further, it carries you up into the sky. Now feel yourself being lifted into the air on this beautiful day, feeling safe, feeling secure, and feeling content. It's such a comfortable feeling, is it not? To allow yourself to be carried away on a warm summer breeze on a day like today. Looking down on the earth below, you can see matchbox-sized villages scattered around, little valleys and hills and winding roads, and miniature rivers or streams. and you're lazily drifting away. Allow yourself to be carried away, feeling so safe, so comfortable, and so relaxed. This cloud can carry you wherever you wish to go. So just think of a place where you'd like to be and feel yourself heading towards that place on this perfect day. And when you're ready and you feel yourself there, feel yourself beginning to descend, going down deeper and deeper and deeper, relaxed, drifting gently and lazily down to a comfortable place deep within you. And as you settle yourself down and the cloud begins to unfold, observe as it detaches itself from you and floats into the air. And as it floats a little further away, notice how it's spelling your name. That's right, your name is written in this cloud. See the letters in your mind's eye. There it is, your name written in your cloud, and a soft, gentle breeze is coming along to blow away your cloud and your name. See how the cloud is being blown away and how it begins to disperse. And as the cloud blows away, so your name blows away. And as your name blows away, it's as though you don't even have that name anymore. You don't need a name. All that matters is this wonderfully calm, relaxing feeling. And you're going deeper, deeper now than ever before. Relaxing nicely. Good. Just continue relaxing until your subconscious mind is ready to accept my suggestions. You are now deeply relaxed and in the ideal state for visualization. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things. And I would like you to create the scenes I described to you to the very best of your ability. Make them real and experience the content of this creative visualization. Use as many of your senses as you can. So let us begin. And I would like you to visualize yourself in a multi-level department store where you have all the time in the world to shop to your heart's content. We'll start on the very top floor, the 5th floor of this huge store. There's a snack bar and a restaurant on one side, along with public amenities and large furniture items in the rest of the space. This floor represents your need to relax and let go of all the worries and cares of the world. So as you begin to wander around, looking at the luxurious chairs and sofas, some upholstered in soft leather, others with rich, deeply colored fabric, you might even decide to sit down in one of these chairs to see how comfortable it really is. And as you do so, you're amazed at how your body just sinks right down into the chair and the cushions support your back so perfectly. You close your eyes for a moment or two, and as you do so, the mouth-watering aroma of freshly baked food tantalizes your nostrils as it wafts from the nearby restaurant. After a short rest, you resume your exploration of the store. admiring the long oak dining tables, the Welsh dressers and cocktail cabinets. You wonder what they would look like in your own home. There is a bed section further along with a magnificent 4-poster bed, draped with lacy curtains halfway drawn across. The price tags on the furniture unusually match the quality. The hand-carved Barreau bookcases and cupboards that would look well in a palace or mansion. You decide to go to the next floor, the 4th floor, to have a look around. And just over there is the escalator going down to where you want to be. You place your feet on the escalator, holding lightly onto the handrail that runs alongside, and experience yourself going down deeper and deeper as you become curious as to what you will find on the next floor down. This is a very long escalator, but it gives you a good opportunity to scan the whole of this floor, and you can see that it is split up into thirds, with one part devoted to garden furniture, bulbs, seeds and plants, and other exotic shrubs and flowers. Another part sells home appliances, and the third section is all about music. This floor represents your higher consciousness and the spiritual side of your life. As the escalator goes down and you become more and more comfortable, your glance is drawn towards the garden section, and for a few moments you are transported to a beautiful Japanese-style garden with pagodas and miniature temples and stone Buddhas with their round, fat little bellies and folded arms looking content and peaceful. You imagine a pond with bright orange and red koi swimming happily around, a rockery with plants such as you have never seen before, and an array of glorious colors and fragrances. Further on down the aisles is the Zen garden, where white sand replaces water and people come to meditate and just get away from it all. You could imagine Japanese emperors and noblemen strolling around, and it's almost as though you have stepped back in time to a period from long, long ago. And the escalator is nearing the bottom, so you prepare yourself to step off. Perhaps giving yourself a few moments of peace in the meditation garden where soft pipe and flute music wafts over your ears from the nearby music section, and you go deeper and deeper into gentle comfort and relaxation, feeling at one with the world and all creation. You clear your mind completely of the hustles and bustles of everyday living, and images of Japanese palaces, narrow valleys, and cascading mountains bordered with unusual white stones and pebbles float into your awareness. You see a replica of Mount Fuji, a legendary mountain, the symbol of a perfect world, and the rocks that represent turtles and cranes, and you marvel at the beauty of all that surrounds you. After a while, you decide to go down to the 3rd floor. Although you feel reluctant to leave the peace and tranquility that you just enjoyed, but you make your way back to the escalator, taking care as you step back onto it. You are going deeper down now, deeper still, down and down, relaxing completely, relaxing comfortably as you go down to the 3rd floor of this department store. This 3rd floor is devoted to gifts and toys and babies and small children And as you go down, you can again scan the whole of the floor. The third floor represents your inner child, your innocence, and your need for protection and security. To the far end is the baby section with clothes for the newborn, strollers and cribs and things of the like. A little closer to the bottom of the escalator is the gift section, which is split into age groups, and there seems to be everything you could think of here. And further along is the Christmas store. And as the sound of carol singing reaches your ears, you are transported back to your younger self. The escalator goes down, and you go deeper and deeper into gentle hypnotic rest. Deeper and deeper and deeper, relaxed. Again, it is a very long way down to the third floor, but you can see everything on your way. The toy section seems to draw your attention, as the toys seem to have stepped out from a completely different era. You see brightly colored wooden trains on a toy railway line, chugging along as they go round and round. Miniature figures of the station master, the train driver, and passengers with their luggage all waiting to board the train. On another row are wooden soldiers, spinning tops and hula hoops, board games, Monopoly, the game of life, bingo. And then on another are baby dolls and strollers and little clothing kits for the dolls. There are wooden puppets on strings and little farm sets complete with fencing and cardboard fields. You see coloring books and regular books and others to write notes in, stationery sets and pencil cases, paints, everything you would need to create art. And the escalator goes down and down, and again you go deeper still, deeper and deeper and deeper, relaxed. Very soon, you step out onto the third floor and make your way across the shop. You soon find yourself in the Christmas department with trees decorated with brightly lit lights and bulbs and tiny toy reindeer and soldiers, and your favorite Christmas music is now playing. Hear it. Listen to the words, the tune, the song you like best at Christmas time. And just in the distance is Santa's little house, and here he comes, bearing a plate of cookies and milk, which he offers around. You peep into Santa's little cottage, which is half hidden with tinsel and edged with white fur to resemble snow, and you see 2 large sacks brimming over with presents that have been lovingly wrapped up and decorated with ribbon and bows. You feel almost like a child again. Perhaps you can even recall a certain Christmas Eve when you were very, very little, with the promise of Santa coming down the chimney, and perhaps even leaving out milk and cookies. Do you remember looking out of your bedroom window on Christmas Eve? Was it snowing? Perhaps not. But how do you feel as you anticipate what is to come? You close your eyes for a few moments to allow memories to flood back into your awareness. Memories of days long gone by when your childish dreams seemed possible to realize and the world was a magical place to live in. And now, it's time to go down to the second floor. So make your way back to the escalator, wondering what the second floor holds. And as you go down the escalator, you go deeper, yes, even deeper into trance and this gentle hypnotic rest. So go down, feel yourself become even more comfortable, even more relaxed, and even more content as you listen to the sound of my voice. As you go down again, you can scan the whole of the second floor, and you notice that this floor is devoted to clothing, hats, shoes, bags, and jewelry. And the second floor represents your material self and the you that presents to the world. Looking down at the hat section, you see many weird and wonderful designs in every shape and color you could ever imagine. Perhaps as you look at the hats, you may recall someone from your past, maybe from when you were a child, or sometime more recent than that. A person who often wore a hat, and you can see someone who resembles that person just over there. Follow them with your eyes. It could be a him or a her, I don't know. But that body movement is exactly the same. The mannerisms, the stature, right down to the other clothes that they wear. Perhaps this will evoke a memory that is in some way associated with that person. It doesn't really matter whether you do or whether you don't. As the escalator goes down and down, you're nearing the second floor now, feeling ever so comfortable, ever so relaxed. As you reach the bottom, you step off the escalator, and as this is a retail therapy day, you might like to browse through the clothes. There are men's clothes to the left and women's to the right, so make your way to whichever you wish. And there are rails and rails of wonderful and elegant clothes. Feel the quality of the fabrics used for these clothes. Enjoy the designs and notice how well cut they are. Not a seam or a stitch out of place. Everything is just how it should be. If there is anything you would like to try on, then take it to the changing room. And take all the time that you need. I will be quiet for a few moments to allow you to enjoy this experience. And when you next hear my voice, you can go 10 times deeper into comfort and relaxation. Good. Now, if there is anything else you would like to check out on this floor, please do so now. And although I will give you just a few moments of real time, this can last as long as you wish in hypnosis time. And now it's time to go back to the escalator and down to the first floor. So make your way over and step carefully once more onto the escalator and go down deeper and deeper and deeper, relaxed, feeling ever so comfortable, ever so relaxed. The first floor is devoted to arts and crafts. It covers everything from abstract painting to model making to sewing and embroidery and all the way to welding. The first floor represents your creativity, ideas that have yet to be developed in your leisure time. So, if you have any particular hobbies that you would like to explore, perhaps you're looking for inspiration or tools for your trade, you will find anything and everything here that you need. Over by the far end of this floor is a travel agent where you can see brochures of faraway places. You can dream of the vacation of a lifetime. Perhaps cruising in the Bahamas or going on an African safari. Maybe you're mountain climbing or skiing, or simply lazing on a warm and tropical beach. As you go deeper, you close your eyes for a moment or two and take yourself to your favorite place, the place you would love to visit or revisit. And you can be back there now, relaxing and enjoying yourself. Dream a dream. See yourself there. Experience yourself in that ideal place, feeling so happy and so content. Good. And you are going further and further down, and the escalator is nearing the bottom. You are reaching the first floor. And so you carefully step off of the escalator and make your way over to whichever section of this floor that you wish to see. In the sewing and embroidery department, you see kits from which you can produce your own work. Reels of fine thread. And over there, where the knitting and crochet section is, you will see a variety of yarns made from alpaca, wool, cotton, and silk. There are so many patterns and sequins that glitter in the light. The art section might also interest you, with charcoal and pastels, watercolors, acrylics, sketch and painting pads, and different sized canvases and brushes made from all different types of materials. There are colored drawing inks and quill pens, and a section of prints and paintings, fine art and life studies, still life and portraits. All is here in the art section. The model department contains airplane kits, dinosaurs for young children to make, grandfather clocks for those more advanced, loose sheets of wood, some ready to press out the shapes, others that need cutting very carefully. All are stacked up in one of the rows. There is a flower arrangement section with large silk and dried flowers and cherry and apple blossoms, pine cones and baby's breath with its small, delicate white flowers. Whatever you could wish for is here. So I will be quiet again for a moment or two while you just go where you want to go. Now, it's time to go down to the ground floor, and if you are ready to leave, you will find an exit onto the busy street outside. Or you could explore the ground floor, which contains perfume and aftershave, makeup, toiletries, cosmetics, and things of the such. So step back onto the escalator and go down and down and down. You are going deeper and deeper into hypnosis. And the further down you go, the more comfortably relaxed you become. This ground floor represents your practical life and the need to ground yourself and prepare for the outside world. This flight is shorter than the others, and very soon you reach the ground floor and step carefully off. Looking around you, you notice that this floor contains all that is required for your basic needs, and you can explore this area as you wish. Now, I want you to know that you are already very deeply relaxed, and this journey through the department store is one that will remain and stay with you for as long as you wish. Remember, anything and everything you need is here, and if you haven't already seen what you wanted to see, well, there is always the basement, which is one more floor down. You can visit the basement of relaxation in your own special time, gathering all the resources you need for this journey of self-discovery. The basement, if you decide to go there, is unexplored territory. I have no idea what you will find in the basement. All I know is your inner mind will direct and disclose what needs to be done. And as you return from the basement, we will begin our transition into deep and restful sleep. Every night, most of us go to sleep. We don't know exactly how or when we will drift off to sleep. We know that it usually happens all by itself. And while sleep comes easily and effortlessly for many of us, and after a good night's sleep, we can awaken, refreshed, alert, and ready to embrace each new day. And for a while, your natural pattern of sleep has been interrupted, and you have found yourself waking up in the early hours of the morning. You often struggle to drift back off, and yet you knew that if you were to get up at this hour, you would probably be dragging come noon. Some people wake up with intrusive thoughts going round and round in their heads, and the more they try to put those thoughts out of their mind, the more those thoughts seem to persist. In hypnosis, we call this Coué's law, after a man named Emile Coué. Some years ago, Coué discovered what he termed the law of reversed effect, meaning that the harder we try to do something, the more difficult it becomes to actually do it. Perhaps you have noticed this when sometimes you have tried hard to remember the name of someone or something, and you can rack your brain for what seems like an eternity. It may even be on the tip of your tongue, and yet your mind still won't reveal that name. And it is only later when we put out of our mind all effort and thoughts of trying to recall that name that it suddenly springs up from nowhere into our mind. The secret of beating the law of reversed effect is easy. You simply stop trying. And this is how we're going to approach that old problem of yours, of waking up in the early hours and trying so hard to drift back to sleep. From now on, you're going to stop trying to go back to sleep. Instead, you will just do it. It may take a little time and practice at first. After all, your conscious mind became so accustomed to waking you up in those wee twilight hours that it became a regular pattern. But soon, perhaps tonight or in a few days' time, your subconscious mind will surprise you with a deliciously blissful full night's sleep, with no interruptions, no waking up, no spending what seems like an eternity trying to recapture the peaceful, restful state you were previously enjoying. There are also some very simple exercises that can help you along, and you may like to try out some of these until you discover which one works best for you. The very next time you awaken in the early hours, you are not ready to get up. I would like to suggest that you put all of your thoughts of sleep out of your mind. Move your body into the same comfortable position you were in, just where you were as you awoke. And for a few moments, I would like you to focus completely on your breathing. Just take some very deep, comfortable breaths. Breathe the air deep into your abdomen, and be sure to do this slowly to the mental count of 6. And when you feel your lungs expanding, count again in your mind, this time to 4, before exhaling your breath completely to a steady count of 7. During this time, I would like you to empty your mind of any external thoughts, perhaps putting them into an imaginary box, closing the lid, and placing the box onto a table at the side of your bed. Repeat this process 5 or 6 times, and as you do so, feel your body relaxing once more. Those muscles are still very relaxed and half asleep anyway, so this will be easy for you to do. Your body is heavy and comfortable, heavy and relaxed, and your mind is only focused on your breathing and nothing else. Once you have repeated this exercise 5 or 6 times, you can think of anyone or anything else that you'd like. You can make plans for tomorrow or next week, or remember an enjoyable vacation, or think of nice places you would like to visit. You might like to simply observe the screen of your mind as it forms images of half-forgotten, long-ago childhood memories. And it's interesting to see how you have changed over these years. As with everything else in your life, changes are always possible. Time passes by and we don't even notice most of the time. Or you may prefer to use this time to mentally solve a problem or rehearse an activity you have planned. Whatever you decide to do, you do not use the thoughts that you put into that box. They are for tomorrow, or whenever you need to deal with them. You might think about getting up to complete a task you've been putting off, such as cleaning, tackling a mountain of ironing, and cleaning a room. There are so many possibilities, and only you know what is appropriate for you. You might even imagine yourself snuggled as you are under the covers in your nice, warm bed. You become aware that it is a cold and icy night, and snow has been falling for most of the day. You know that you need to get up and get out of bed to shovel the snow from your driveway and clear a safe pathway. So imagine putting on your warmest clothes, your boots and a hat, and a pair of thick gloves. And then you step outside your door into the freezing cold night with a shovel in hand, ready to clear away some of that snow. As you dig the shovel into the snow, lifting it and feeling the weight of this heavy tool as you toss it into a pile, you shovel heap after heap of cold, icy snow onto the pile. It is bitterly cold out here, and you can see your breath as you exhale. Snow begins falling again, softly at first, and a flurry of it drops on the roof nearby. The path you had almost cleared is already almost covered, again with a white, snowy layer. You continue to shovel it anyway. You shiver as you think of your nice, warm, comfortable bed and wish you were back there, under your blankets, snuggling down and drifting along with your thoughts. Consciousness begins to fade as images float in and out of your subconscious mind. The images are becoming clearer, beckoning to you, drawing you into their fold, inviting you to step forward and rejoin the land of dreams. Unconsciousness welcomes you, opening its arms to embrace you as you quietly, easily, and effortlessly succumb to the safety and comfort of sleep. Your subconscious mind accepts that this day you will fall asleep and your body and mind will wake up at a desired time, feeling so much better after having a blissful night of uninterrupted sleep. You feel inwardly secure enough not to need to wake up and to vent out any anxieties through dreams. And you are surprised to realize when morning eventually arrives and you open your eyes, how sleep came so naturally to you. All those tasks you had planned so carefully, to do in order to use your waking state constructively, now just have to wait for another time. So from now on, you find you forget about trying to get back to sleep in those wee small hours and make all the plans you want. You make constructive use of your time for the short time you have before drifting back to the mysterious world of dreams, a world that you know you'll forget about in a few moments following your wake up early in the next morning, And it's okay to forget. Your conscious mind certainly knows how to do this. It is forgetting all the time. The irrelevant things that it doesn't need to remember. You can remember to forget about thinking about sleep, and you can forget to wake up in the early hours unless it's really necessary that you remember. And should intrusive thoughts try to enter your mind while you are waiting for sleep, you can always remember to place them there in the box next to your bed and instantly forget about them until you're ready to deal with the box's contents. A new sleeping pattern begins to emerge, and you find yourself drifting easily and effortlessly into unconscious repose once those thoughts are safely enclosed in that box. And in the morning, you awaken feeling refreshed and alert after a good night's sleep. Of course, there could be occasional times when you rouse during the night, but this happens less and less as your new sleep pattern reestablishes itself. When you need to remember how to easily drift back to sleep, you find yourself focusing on abdominal breathing, inhaling the air deeply into your abdomen for the count of 6, holding that breath for the mental count of 4, and exhaling slowly and effortlessly to the count of 7. You find that you forget your intention to go back to sleep and instead constructively use your time in any ways that we previously mentioned. And you can be surprised to remember when morning arrives how sleep came so naturally to you, taking over from all those thoughts, from all those plans, stealing away the ideas that you had, to make use of your time there in bed as unconsciousness welcomed you into its fold. It's as though you were rowing a boat on a picturesque river, and your arms and body needed all their stamina and strength to pull on the oars. And you kept steering the boat, following your intended route until suddenly feeling oh so tired. You allow a competent replacement to take over for you as you take a long, deserved rest. That replacement is your subconscious mind, and you place all your trust in your subconscious mind, knowing that it will not let you down. Reclining back in your comfortable seat, your eyes begin closing of their own accord, and you feel the vibration of the boat as it rocks gently from side to side. The water in the river runs deep, just like your dreams. If it could only talk, how many stories do you think it could tell? Listen carefully to the whispers of the water, and your subconscious mind now rows your boat safely. You are reassured that you will awaken yourself at your predetermined time. Your subconscious mind always remembers. When it is your desired time to wake up, you can do so easily and effortlessly, feeling refreshed and alert after a good night's sleep. And this new pattern of sleep becomes a regular process for you. No longer do you need to awaken in those early hours, trying to desperately drift back to sleep, because you trust your subconscious mind implicitly, and you know it will not let you down. Bring your attention now back to my voice. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and at the count of 5, you will fall deep asleep, waking up tomorrow feeling completely refreshed and alert, fully confident in your new ability to sleep through the night. 1, 2, 3, bringing your awareness back to my voice. 4, noticing your eyelids becoming heavier and heavier, almost impossible to lift. 5. Sleep now. Good night.